Hi guys, it's Hazel here at The Right Copy Girl, and this week I'm going to be sharing with you my 10 favourite ways of using Facebook to build your email list. Now, if you've been following the blog for a while, you'll know that I do a lot of list building through blogging. And I have a lot of tips on how to use your blog to actually build your email list, so do check those posts out. But today I'm going to be talking about how we can use Facebook to do it, because Facebook is, aside from my actual blog, my favourite way of building my emailing list. It's a really powerful tool, and it's a very easy way of getting direct access to a very specific crowd if you know how to use it. So if you don't already have an email list, it's something I really recommend that you do. It's a brilliant way of building trust. It's such an easy way to share information and get your blog and all your various products and services out to your ideal clients. And through your list, you're going to end up with sales and long-term customers, which is always good. Yay! Facebook is really useful for loads of different things, but for list building there are a few specific things that you need to be doing that are really going to optimize your Facebook page and make sure that it's building your list as much as possible. One thing before we get started, I'm talking now about your Facebook business page, not your profile, okay? So these are things that you do with your business page, not your personal profile. Your business page is the one that people like, your profile is the one that people make friends with you on, okay? Two different things, and we're doing the business page today. So tip number one is to make sure you have set up a sign up tab. Now this is a really easy thing to do, but it's something that quite a few people that have a Facebook page don't know you can do, or think, well, there's not really a lot of point in doing it because nobody's going to click on it anyway. Two things. One, it is absolutely worth doing, because even if you only get a few people clicking on it, that's still a few people that you wouldn't have got elsewhere, so it's not going to do any harm, is it? Two, it's a lot easier than you think. It's not at all complicated, and I think a lot of people get put off by the concept that it's a really tricky thing to do. It's super easy to set up. All you need to do is log into your business page and then go to the main page and look at your cover image at the top, and there will be a big blue button that says add a button. You click that, you follow the instructions, and you're sorted. It will take 10-15 minutes tops, and it's a really easy way of getting people to sign up. The second they land on your page, they see that button and they just click it. Tip number two is to make sure you have a dedicated opt-in page set up on your website with a freebie for people to download. Now you'll have seen these all over the place. They're all, popping up in your newsfeed all the time. Download our free ebook, download our free guide, download our free, I don't know, toolkit to supercharge your something or other. Everybody has these. They're brilliant. They're really good ways of getting people to just hand over their email address and sign up to your list, and in return you give them something for free. Now it's really important that you set up at least one of these opt-in pages with a freebie, because really, if you're not going to give people things in exchange for signing up to your list, other than an email telling them about your blog post which they can just read on your website, if you're not going to give them an incentive, they're not really going to sign up. You'll get a few people, but the key is to make sure that they really want something that you have. So you need a really good opt-in freebie, or two or three. You don't have to worry about doing them all at once. You can start with one that's really nice and simple, and then you can build from there and get a little collection going of different ones. But the key here is to make sure that your freebie absolutely epitomises your ideal client. You want to make sure that the people who are going to want that freebie are the exact people that you want on your list. Because if you get your freebie wrong, the people you get signing up to your list aren't going to be really the right audience for you. They're not going to be your ideal clients. They're not going to be the people that you really want on that list. So you need to spend quite a bit of time thinking about your freebie and getting it right. And then once you've got it, you need to set up a dedicated page to it. It's useful having boxes and things on your website, but for the purpose of Facebook, you need a link that you can use on Facebook that sends people straight to one page that doesn't have anything else on it. It's literally just a form that they stick their email address in, click sign up, and that's the end of it. You need to make it as easy as possible for them. Tip number 3 is to optimize the actual image you use as your cover image. So by optimize, I mean make sure there is something on that image that tells people who you are and where they can find you. So you might want your logo on there, or the actual name of your business, or the URL for your website, but you want something on there. It doesn't have to be large or in your face. It can be small, subtle, just in the corner, just to make sure that if somebody's on your page and thinking, oh, I'd like to look at their website, they don't have to faff around going to your about section and finding your website address somewhere else. It's right there on the photo. You can't make it clickable, unfortunately, but what you can do is once you've got your photo with the URL on it uploaded, you can go into the description of that photo and you can add an active link to the description. So make sure the image itself has your website address on it somewhere, and make sure that the description has your website address on it as well, with an actual active link that people can click. Now, if you really want to drive up your sign-ups to your newsletter, you need to make the URL a direct link to that opt-in page that we talked about in the last tip. So you can use Bitly or any other site that lets you make short links, and you can make a pretty little short link that says something cool. Tip number 4 is to make sure you are using your updates to actually drive sign-ups. Now by that I mean when you post a photo or a meme or a question or any kind of update, if you can in any way link it to your newsletter with a very quick, by the way, sign up to my newsletter, with a link to your opt-in page, do it. Every time you have an update that you can even loosely tie to your opt-in, do it. Doesn't need to be fancy, just make sure you're really, really using your updates to your best advantage for your list. So it's really easy to completely forget about your list when you're posting updates. You get so focused on making sure that you post things regularly and you've got good content and that you've got good engagement, and you totally forget that you actually need those updates to do something tangible for you. Getting people to sign up to your list is one of the most tangible things that you can actually get Facebook to do for you, so make sure you're doing that. Tip number 5 is to use Facebook to run events. Now these can be competitions, they can be questionnaires that you do, they can be quizzes, they can be any kind of event that you can think of that you can host on Facebook. You can make it as simple as an image that you say, comment below to win your free bag, your free coach, your free strategy session, your free anything. Give them an incentive, give them a reason to get involved, and then give them really clear instructions on how to take part. Loads of people get caught up with like and share competitions on Facebook, where the only things you have to do to qualify are to like a photo and share it, or like a photo and comment on it. And while it's really, really good for your engagement to get people doing that, you're not actually getting any long-term benefits from it other than a little bit of temporary publicity. So what you want to do is you want to make one of the qualifiers for your event or for your competition to be to sign up to your list. So you pop the URL in the description, you say anybody interested, sign up here, and 3 of you will win a free spa day or whatever it is you're giving away. Tip number 6 is to use call to action buttons. Now your sign up button on your cover photo is one of these call to action buttons, but there are lots of other call to action that you can actually use on Facebook, particularly if you're doing advertising or any kind of promoted post. There's often the option to add a call to action button on it, and you can have it say anything from sign up to my newsletter to read more, click me, buy me. It doesn't matter what it is. But if you're trying to drive list sign-ups, you want that to be sign up or find out more. So either way, it'll get people to click on it. You will probably find that more people click on it if you just use find out more than sign up, because that way, by the time they realise they actually have to give you their email address to get the information that they want, they've already gone to the bother of clicking the link once, and it's not that much more difficult for them to put their email address in. Tip number 7 is to crowdsource product and service ideas. Now, this is a really good way of getting extra engagement and extra publicity on its own. It's amazing, but if you couple it with list building, it actually becomes really, really powerful. Now, what you want to do is you want to create a few posts around a particular product or service that you're brainstorming. So if you've got a pad of paper with all your ideas written on it, take a quick photo of it, post it, and say something along the lines of, putting together some ideas for a new product, what do you think? Looking into a new service idea, and I've got 3 different options, which would you prefer? The idea is to get your audience actively involved in what you will be offering to them. So that not only do they get a sneaky peek of what's to come, and they get quite excited about it, but they actually feel like they've got some say in it and that they're in charge. So this is a great way to get people talking about your products and services, but it's also a great way to get people to sign up to your list. All you need to do is stick a little bit on the end that says, if you want to be kept informed, sign up. Or if you want to be the first to know when this is live, sign up. Or if you want to be in with a chance to win a free copy of it, sign up. It doesn't matter how you do it, just make sure you get that in there. Tip number 8 is to provide incentives for people to share your newsletter with their friends. Now, one of the easiest ways of doing this is saying, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, 5,000, 10,000, even 100, doesn't matter what you're aiming for. If you have a goal in mind and you're trying to get to a specific number of sign-ups, or you're just trying to get a little bit of momentum going, if you tell people that you're going to celebrate a particular milestone by having a flash sale or giving away something or doing a free call, or it can be anything you like, just give them an incentive. So give them something they want and tell them how to get it. All they need to do in order to get this is to get other people to sign up to your list. Now, this isn't necessarily the best way to list build, because you can end up with a load of people on your list that don't really want what you're after, they're just doing it because people have asked them to. Another way to do it is to always encourage people to share your posts, especially posts that have a sign up link in them. So if you've got any of your updates that you've been using, any of your competitions, any of your events, anything that you include a link to your sign up form, anything at all, add in there somewhere, don't forget to share. That's it. Don't forget to share. Or please share. Tip number 9 is to use video to promote your newsletter. It's really, really easy to record a very short little introductory video. Something like this is fine, or if you just want to use your iPad or your webcam or even your phone, anything will do. It just needs to be a really quick video explaining who you are, what you do, and what people will get if they sign up to your list. So it could be something along the lines of all the latest news on blogging advice or social media advice or coaching advice or whatever it is you do. Video gets the best organic reach on Facebook, it gets the highest engagement, and it's just the best form of media to use on Facebook and on a lot of social media, to be fair. But especially on Facebook, video is king. So make sure you've got it working for you and that there is at least one video on your Facebook page encouraging people to sign up to your list. And don't forget to include a link in the video description, and also to superimpose in text over the actual video itself, okay? And finally, tip number 10 is to whittle down your audience. So Facebook is brilliant because it can reach so many different people, but you don't want all of those people on your list. You want your ideal clients, and nobody else. That's the only people that you want on your list. You want the people who you want to work with, who are likely to work with you at some point. Otherwise you're expending energy and effort and resources marketing to people who are never going to want what you have, or people who you wouldn't want to work with to begin with. Now, there are quite a few ways to do this. If you're advertising, it's really, really easy to target very, very specific people. If you're creating opt-ins and freebies and things like that, you can make sure you really, really hone it so that it's specifically directed at exactly who you want on your list. And you can do the same thing with your posts and updates. Any kind of content that you put on Facebook, make sure that it is designed to appeal the most to your ideal client, and include things in it that only they would be interested in and that other people would really not be interested in. This is really, really important because it's going to be the difference between a list of your ideal clients and a load of other people who are kind of interested anyway, and just a list of your ideal clients. You don't have to be too in your face about it. You don't have to say things like, only sign up if you're interested in this, don't sign up if you're not interested in this. Don't be negative about it. Just find very, very specific things that people will naturally either gravitate towards or away from, like Marmite. It is the go-to kind of example for things like this. People either love it or they hate it. You need to find something that your ideal clients will love and everybody else will hate, just automatically and perfectly naturally, so that you whittled it down and only the people who really, really fit exactly who you want are signing up to your list. So there you have it. Those are my 10 tips for using Facebook to grow your email list. I do hope you have enjoyed them and that you found them useful. Do please like and share this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you next week. Bye!